probably Dave, aka Realtor Dave, and the video I'm going to talk about today, I've sort of delayed putting it out, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to put this out, just given the circumstances of what's happened in Calgary lately. But the purpose of these videos has always been to, to educate people and really to answer questions that I get on an everyday basis from other people. I've always figured if one person's asking me this question, probably at least 10 more people are wondering about it. And so the topic I'm going to talk about today is, how Calgary real estate is going to be affected by the floods. And I think everyone knows, but the floods, I don't know if everyone knows how devastating they were. If you've been through those areas, they were really hit hard. And it's terrible to see, though it's been wonderful to see everyone sort of come together. And I think Calgarians have been reminded of how lucky we are that, we live in this great city and that we live with all these great people. So with that said, how's the market going to be affected by, what's gone on here? I think in the long term, it won't be a lot. I think in the long term, and say long term, a year from now, I think these floods will mostly be just, memory. And I don't foresee Calgary real estate being affected by it greatly. However, in the short term, I think there is going to be some effects. And the effects I've seen discussed in various places. And that would be, lower demand in areas where it's flooded out. And I think until we start figuring out how this stuff all is going to sort itself out, there's going to be less demand. And I think with that said, of course, people can't currently sell right now if they were in these flooded areas, even if their house is not affected, all their neighbors have been. So currently you can't sell in those areas. This could help push up demand in other areas, areas outside of the floodplains, areas where they're nowhere near rivers. We could see more demand in these areas. However, a lot of the buyers I'm working with have sort of said, well, maybe we're going to wait. We're going to wait and see what happens here. So I do believe for the short term, we're going to see overall demand in Calgary diminish. And we might not actually see, price changes because the demand decreases. There'll also be less supply because, of course, all these properties can't sell that were in these flooded areas. So we might just see, a bunch of homes come off the market and the supply and demand balance just rebalance itself out at a slightly lower level for the time being. And then as, properties can sell, as buyers become more comfortable again, we start to see that demand come up. So basically the long and short of it is that I don't really expect there to be very much change in the Calgary resale market right now. The one area I do think will be affected most is people who are renting. We were already really tight on rentals and now we're even more tight. So I think for the foreseeable future, that's going to be a really tight part of the market. With that said, guys, if you have any questions on the subject, feel free to give me a call, 403-990-1278, or get me on my website, www.realtordave.ca or www.calgaryconoreport.com. But it has been fantastic, though, and I think Calgarians deserve a pat on the back because everyone really has pulled together. And anytime you go out and you help somebody out, you feel fantastic, and you see everyone else out there, and the homeowners are so grateful, and it really has been a great experience. And I think it's reminded me how lucky we are to be here in Calgary. All right, guys, talk to y'all soon. Hope everyone's keeping well. Thanks a lot. Bye.